Understand blockchain. Blockchain is one of the major tech stories of the past decade. It's got a reputation for impenetrability, but the basics are actually pretty simple. It allows businesses to record information and transactions without the need for a central authority or third party, saving time and money. It can also automate and secure contract fulfillment. What is a blockchain? A blockchain is a digital ledger of transactions that is maintained across multiple computers or nodes in a network and recorded in a way that makes it tamper-evident. It is often associated with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but its capabilities extend well beyond the realm of crypto. It can be programmed to record and track almost anything of value that moves across a business network, from physical assets like money, cars, cash or land, to intangibles like intellectual property, patents and copyrights. A block contains a header that specifies the application for which the block is being created and transaction data. Each block is connected to the previous one with cryptography, creating a chain that is difficult to tamper with. Each block also contains a timestamp, making it clear when the transaction was recorded and stored. The data in a blockchain is permanent, meaning that once it is recorded, it cannot be changed. This provides the security that businesses require to ensure that their records are trustworthy. It also allows them to cut out middlemen and reduce costs by eliminating the need for costly third-party validations. Many blockchain networks are publicly accessible and open, allowing anyone with an internet connection to view the list of transactions. While this is a big selling point, it does come with some security concerns. It is easy for hackers to change information in a blockchain if they gain access to one node. But since each network contributor has their own copy of the database, this is less likely to happen. In addition, blockchains prioritize transparency and record-keeping, making them a good fit for industries where trust is essential. This includes finance, insurance, and supply chains. For example, blockchains could enable banks to process payments more quickly and reduce fees by removing the need for third-party verification. They could also help with supply chain management by providing end-to-end visibility and authenticity of products and services, preventing counterfeit goods from entering the market. Another potential use case is food safety, where blockchains can speed up the time it takes to identify the source of an outbreak of E. coli, salmonella, or other contaminants and make sure the affected products are removed from shelves. They could also provide a trusted, immutable record of the origins of produce and other foods. What is a block? A block is a unit of measurement used to describe distance. In the United States, when someone says they need to walk or drive 2 blocks, it refers to the distance between the crisscrossing streets of a city or town set up in a grid system. The size of a block varies from city to city. A trade made up of many shares or other securities that is placed at one time by institutional investors or other large investors. There is no official definition for a block, but on most exchanges it means more than 10,000 equity shares or a trade with a market value of more than $200,000. To stop something from moving or going through something, the truck blocked the road. To limit the access of someone or something to an area or resource, she blocked him from accessing the information. Also, to limit someone's freedom or options, the court blocked his attempt to file a lawsuit. These verbs are all derived from the noun block, meaning a rectangular piece of wood or plastic. What is a transaction? A transaction is a change that affects data within a database. The change is recorded in a new entry or block within the database. Transactions are important to ensure that a consistent view of the database is maintained at all times. For example, if someone deposits money into their bank account, they want to see that reflected immediately when they check their balance. This is because they will be able to avoid situations in which it seems that there is more or less money in the account than actually exists. The term transaction can be used to describe any exchange of value between 2 parties, including the buying and selling of goods or services. It can also refer to the transfer of information between databases, for example, a data migration or update. In blockchain terms, a transaction is an individual record that includes an identifier for the payer, a payee, and the amount of value to be transferred. It is then added to a block which contains a timestamp and other data to create an alphanumeric string known as a hash. This hash is then linked to the previous block's hash through a cryptographic function that ensures the authenticity of the transaction. While many of the applications for blockchain are based on cryptocurrency, the technology is capable of supporting a wide range of other industries and use cases. For instance, blockchain has been used in supply chain management to track the movement of goods and services and to make sure that the correct people receive the goods and that they are delivered in the right condition. It is also being used to verify identity and for e-commerce transactions. Ultimately, the purpose of a blockchain is to create an indelible audit trail that can be traced to its source. This makes it an ideal tool for tracking records like land titles and other legal documents, as well as more dynamic records such as the exchange of financial assets. Currently, the most popular application for blockchain is Bitcoin, but there are a growing number of companies looking to explore and innovate with this groundbreaking technology. From peer-to-peer energy distribution to decentralized forms of news media, the possibilities are endless for how blockchain can be applied in the real world. What is a chain? Blockchain is a record-keeping technology that makes it impossible to hack into the system or forge data, making it secure and immutable. It is a type of distributed ledger technology, DLT, meaning that the data is stored in many places at once and that multiple copies are updated and validated simultaneously. The first widely used implementation of a blockchain was the Bitcoin cryptocurrency, but it has since been used in other ways to verify transactions and other records. In a blockchain, each block contains information about one or more transactions that have taken place over a certain time period. Each transaction has a timestamp which is recorded along with other related data to create an alphanumeric code known as a hash. The hash is then added to the block, and the blocks are added to each other in a chain-like structure. The blockchain is named because each block is connected to the previous one, forming a chain-like structure that cannot be modified or deleted once it is appended to a ledger. Each time a new block is created, its hash is compared to the hash of the previous block. If the new block has a different hash, it is considered invalid and is rejected by the blockchain network. This process of comparing hashes is what gives blockchains their level of security, preventing unauthorized changes to the information contained within the network. There are two types of blockchain networks: public and private. Public blockchains allow anyone to join the network and participate in validating transactions and creating blocks. Private blockchains are restricted to specific organizations and are more secure than public ones because they only allow known and vetted members to join the network. In addition to the underlying technology, blockchain also refers to the series of connected or interlinked elements, objects, or events that form a chain. Examples of chains include physical chains, like those that anchor a ship to a dock or secure a dangerous animal, or figurative chains such as a chain of responsibility, or linked occurrences such as the chain of events that led to you meeting your best friend.